What's up, boys? Today we're going to be doing a debuff spamming scout, where instead of scaling status effect damage, we're going to be trying to apply as many stacks as possible for the debuffs they grant. Electrical gives some crit chance, and acid gives some damage taken increase, and we're going to try and stack stats that help us with that. Fire rate, reload speed, and potency are great. And then we're going to try and stack so many debuffs that our weapons have no choice but to kill them pretty quickly at that point. The weapons I'm looking for here are the Subata from the Driller, since that's one of the coolest and only acid projectile weapons. The other one being the Nishanka, which is both acid and electrical. And then I don't know about the last one. The Stubby's pretty good, light and electrical, pretty fast attack rates, but I don't think it's required here. Go ahead and grab all of these resources before we go for that in case we need any rerolls for cool stuff. Let's see, Subata, nice. Love that one, and maybe it'll cover my butt a little bit as we run around. Let's see, piercing is actually pretty nice. Early XP scanner. Let's just grab that. That'll help us hit a lot more enemies. Reload over damage.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time.
So the cool thing here with something like this, let's grab probably fire rates here, is that you actually scale more than 1-to-1 with the number of hits you're doing. Because if you think about it like this, if you're doing twice as many hits, then that's double the weapon damage, but you're also applying a lot more debuffs at the same time, which are then increasing your damage even further. I believe the more stacks you apply, the faster they fade, so you're not doing like 100% more debuffs in that situation though. I don't know the acceleration on how fast they fade though. Fire rate, let's check our overclock. Massive stats, although no electrical conversion just yet. Hopefully we find that at the second overclock. If not, I guess I'll settle for the cryo conversion for a lot of crowd control on it. Fire rate's perfect. Dodge, perfect. Let's go ahead and get some detonators on them when we can, since I'm not really going to be hitting them a whole lot to reload speed when I'm still looking for stuff, since you have to kind of aim these weapons to actually hit with them.
They're getting angrier.
Fire rates. But yeah, I should save that for a bit if I can. We can still get a good amount of XP off of this level, I feel like. I have a good amount of gold damage, that's fine. Oh, not if I accidentally kill him. Go for some detonators and then the magnets. It's pretty close, so we can get a bit more greedy XP here. Fire rates, yep. Reload. Ooh, bolt shark. Exactly what we wanted, and potency is great for that. We do need to get the conversions on both of these before potency will start showing on them. No acids. Well, that will help apply hits a bit, so we'll go there. Luck. Damage isn't really interesting, but nothing here is. So I guess we'll take the blue. Bit of armor. Reload, reload. I want to get the conversion on that quickly if possible. Fire rate's good. Paint job. It's probably not going to be necessary later on, but I'll take it anyways. I got the cheap fire rates, so we can get some more levels on that reload. It's kind of expensive. I think I'm going to see what else there is. I do like the Subata, its damage, We're going full fire rates, piercing, reload speed, anything to help us hit more with them. Big mining speed, I do like that for salt hits, and then paint job into an overclock. Doesn't really increase damage or anything. We'll take the big stats for it.
You have your objectives. Get it done, miner.
I'm so ready to quit this job. Oh yeah.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly. Supply pod ready for insertion. The drop point is too rocky, so please clear it out. Stand clear. Supply pod inbound.
Reload for light, that's fine. Should be 3 weapons for that. Weapon box to get even more debuffing weapons. We got the Thunderbird, which is bad, but it debuffs at least. And then... oh, crap. Well, we can get burn plus slowing on one of these. This will give medium upgrades, which I don't want. Should have been paying attention to my level. Oh well, we'll take the plasma, I guess. It's late and can get burning and slowing as well.
Detected. Document ready. Objective completed.
Reload into an overclock, and there's the acid, nice. Just in time. Like that Justin Timberlake movie? Any Just in Time fans in chat? Global damage works. That's probably the worst level I could get on that, a white damage upgrade. Man, the early legendary mining speed upgrade is so nice to have on this map. So much extra time. Potency is very nice.
You need to move it. The bunks are evolving.
Think you can kill me? Think again. Reidan on Planet Hoxxes.
Piercing, piercing. Let's try and get the second overclock for that one now. Plus it already has some nice piercing, right? 12 with the artifact, I think. Damage. Ooh, blue fire rate. That's not bad. Reload into an overclock. Electrical, very nice. Had me worried for a bit, but we got them at the final chance. Paint job. I don't think it's necessary, but the level 18 overclock on the Zukov is just so nice that getting it a little bit earlier could be worth it. Bit of movement. All damage.
Satisfied. The drop pod is arriving. Get moving. It won't hang around.
Big reload, that's the worst stat I could get on that. And I don't really care about that. We're getting more debuffing power for both the acid weapons. Paint job I'm okay with to eventually get the overclocks for it. Luck or big damage for that one, not super important. We'll take the luck for higher rarity on other stuff.
Gotta move on, miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily. Stage completed. Onwards to stage 3.
Potency. Potency and a big fire rate does take up most of my nitra. Reload, potency. Nah. Doesn't help us stack stuff.
Your mission is clear. Get to it.
Potency, yup. Coupons are nice early on to buy a lot of extra stuff. That's pretty good as well. I'm gonna take that for the early greed.
Big swarm detected. Buggerman, get ready. Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time. The scavengers lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Feel much better.
Global or reloads. We will eventually go for the overclocks in case we get any artifacts. That was a very bad spot to be. In case we get any of the artifacts that work with that.
I'm not scared of you.
Yeah, gotta be careful of the bounces off the terrain. They can actually do a lot of damage if you're not careful. Proj damage, it's fine at purple. We are trying to scale up the direct damage off of the debuffs. With the 12 piercing, we can easily line up shots on him, even with a lot of enemies in the way. Acid potency? Sure.
Get it done, miner.
Let's go ahead and grab the death spiral. That'll massively improve the AoE just in time to blow up all the detonators, get us some nice XP for the magnet in the bottom left, and lag us out a decent amount. Paint job, I'm okay with that.
Get it done, miner. The bout of
Potency, it
fury.
does help the debuffing, but I think the Subata's better with all the projectile stuff we have. Fire rates, and let's go 2 parallel bullets. We're never really going to be stacking those on the same enemy, but I can keep an elite or a boss behind me to get massive acid stacks on them now. Let's turn numbers off, I think. Or at least damage over time. I guess I could probably keep that on. It's not quite as silly as the dot numbers. Movements could help out a bit here when we have to go in the opposite direction for the magnets.
Is not going to hang around.
Bit more mining speed. damage and potency. That's a lot more though.
Hell yes.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out.
Potency, we can take that, I suppose.
Stage 3 completed. Remember to mine for minerals as you progress deeper.
Piercing, reloads. Not gonna take that in the shop.
This one looks best. Gonna roll the dice on this one.
Big pickup if I want that. I could take a paint job for it just to help with the overclocks though.
Changed my life.
Let's have those seek out enemies and then probably reroll here. Could take that, but we only have a little bit left.
Surely next time will be better.
Proj damage, nah.
Nope. Try again.
Potency, I like that. Reload there is pretty good as well. We need the levels here.
Feels right.
You have your objectives. Get it done, miner.
Wonder what stuff is selling in the cafe. Boy, feels more alive. Let's shut up.
Slowly getting away. Load up.
Ugly son of a bitch.
I don't know if we even need any more with those huge upgrades we've gotten for it, but oh well.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly. Objective completed. There's a supply pod prepped for you, but we need the LZ clear. Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly. Clear. Supply pod inbound.
So many roly-polies, potency. Maybe that's pretty helpful. That's actually pretty good on the recon though. But we're about to grab some red sugar and I'm very low on HP. And this can make it easier to use the energy bars artifact if we ever find that, which is quite good on heavy debuffing builds since global damage works on both weapons and status effects. potency. Spot is pretty nice. We'll take the higher rarity. That's a lot of shaking. Reload. Nope. Take the fire rates.
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without you.
There's so many bugs. Holy. They're even camping the thing. Don't think we've gotten any XP yet, that's fine.
Gotta move on, miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily.
Reload for the Nishanka.
Excellent work, miner. Stage complete. Onwards to stage 5.
Electric and potency, some more XP. Reload is fine.
Perfect dwarf.
Sure.
Looks good. It's nope. Try again.
Luck, potency, fire rate into an overclock. What 18 do I want on this? There's the electric explosion on hitting like elites in terrain would be pretty nice. If we're taking one of these, we probably have to fire all the same bolts at the same type. So I guess we'll go cryo with that for some crowd control. Bit of armor.
Epic vision.
Don't have a ton left.
Watch out for elites. Keep it cool. You will make it out just fine.
There was a run I had a while ago with the red sugar cube where on the final floor I was actually picking up the red sugar when I was full on HP. But that is definitely not happening right now. Someone even said they changed it on that video, I'm pretty sure. I'll take a level here, I guess.
Supply pod LC is blocked. Please clear it out.
Cryobolt actually is pretty nice on the Nishanka. Ooh, fire rates. Ooh, potency status damage. Let's grab that first since it's rare and it affects the weapon damage portion as well. Since the Nishanka... I guess I should take that since our main weapons... that's close enough. Since the Nishanka targets the highest HP enemy, having the cryo bolt on that will make it freeze the most dangerous enemies nearby pretty quickly, it seems like. Honestly, pretty nice. Needed to take some damage for the red sugar. And then you have to leave the pickup radius on it, and then go back in as well. Just super annoying. I missed one of them as well. If they're inside your pickup radius, when you can pick them up, like when you lose the HP, then you'll have to leave for that. Alright, let's go for some huge back shots on him with the Supplata stacking. Sure. That might be bad. We get a little path here. We can maybe get this as he's coming over here. Damage, I guess. Try and finish off a few more detonators with all the piercing. Acid and potency.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out. Congratulations. One less dreadnought to worry about. Management sends their regards.
Potency, potency, electric.
Nope. Try again.
Massive reload. 0.43, I don't think that's going to be worth it for that much. I guess I will grab some crits, potency, movement. Nah. Reload, probably not. I'll take a nice potency for that. Bit more mining in case we get the turbo encabulator.
This is a simple mining mission. Get it done, miner.
And if not, then oh well, it still helps move around this map a lot with all the terrain on it. interesting plasma ball that didn't move at all in that little crevice. Ooh, multi-tool and energy bars. Both are fantastic. We should get a good amount of tags with this. We get an extra 3, I think, from there. And that does result in more debuffs total applied. So I do want that. We're at 91 up to 148%, not bad. And I have been prioritizing fire rate, so that combines nicely with that. I think at some point I'm going to need to fully turn off the damage numbers as well. Just with the huge attack speed and piercing and all. Piercing... yup. Oops, that's a pretty big pickup rage. Reload. I'm okay taking that into an overclock. Slow effects may as well. Light reload or a level here. We have a lot of reload. Let's try and get all of the overclocks as well.
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without you.
And a little bit of HP right at the end.
Moving, miner. That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Reload, potency. With limited nitro, we can find something cooler. No, we can't. We can find the exact same thing. Reload. Global damage. More mining. Potency for that. I'll grab a bit of crit. Piercing. Yup. XP. Nah.
Your mission is clear. Get to it.
I'm ready for a beer when this is over.
rate. Yup.
Gotta have that legendary. You shouldn't use precious minerals. It will get you killed.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
Feature maker's break. Feeling much better.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
I killed the people.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Trying to escape a dwarf who wants his precious minerals. Ain't gonna happen.
I could take that. It's a little bit more debuffing. We have a ton of mining speed. If I find the encabulator, I very well might need that, but right now I don't. And it kind of fits the build for what we can get on the drones anyways. That and potency are the only really useful ones for it.
Back to hell.
Can't drop supplies for you yet. Prep the landing zone for impact.
I'm gonna kill your ass. Take that.
You're ready. Impact imminent.
I guess. Ooh, chemist kits. We actually could still get some decent value out of that, but this is perfect for the build. Well, I guess it would be perfect if I was going status damage as well. But it's some of the most stacks I can still get from the remaining artifacts at least. And technically we will still have a lot of status damage just from the potency combined with the high attack speeds.
Feeling much better. Feature maker's break. Hello.
Get it wrapped up, miner. The longer you stay, the harder it gets.
One down.
Reload or fire rates, that's probably the best stat on it actually.
Threat level keeps increasing. We need to work faster.
And then once we want to end it, we can just go for some huge back shots for the massive acid stacks.
Objective completed, miner. Get to the drop pod
Decent
before it
crit,
impacts.
I will take a purple for that.
Bring the fire.
That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on
paint job would finish that off. Same there, so I guess I'm fine with that. That gives us more nitra to pump into the two weapons I like the most here. We don't have the fire all the bullets at the same time, so I guess we'll go for the Nova. And then here, this will give us more electrical stacks, I think. Global damage. I want reload on that. Probably not at 0.21. Potency's great though. Cheap reload to that, some crits. Piercing I like. Potency, sure. Then we need some global upgrades.
Let's shake it up. It's calling to me. Next.
Not super useful. Rip.
There's beasties to shoot and work to be done. Get to it, miner.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have locked if I was going to reroll that many times in there. Hit me, please. I just want my red stuff. Thank you.
The scanner just lit up a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Reload or paint job. We can still potentially hit 18 on that.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching. Supply pod LC is full of crap. Please clear it out. The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Fire rates. Yup. Armor grease is not bad. That would give me a lot of safety here. And then that gives both weapon damage and status effect damage. Yeah, sure.
Objective completed.
Let's see.
That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there's a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
We can grab both of these, and then we can just hold the gold for the dual scaling. All of these are just the weapon itself. So scaling both types of damage at the same time might be worth it.
You have your objective.
If we're out of nitro.
Done, miner.
Wonder what? We got it! Huzzah!
Ooh, big fire rates. Yes.
Red sugar!
Swarm detected. Get ready. We'll be with you shortly.
Yes!
Fire rates. Yup.
I'm growing stronger!
Too much crap to send in the supply pod. Clear out the LZ, please.
Bloody hell, you're hot!
Stand clear. Supply pod inbound. Swarm detected. Get ready. We'll be with you shortly.
I guess pickled here? We have just stage 10 left now, so no real time for those. It's a bit of damage, works on both the weapon damage and the status effects. Probably going to spend basically all the nitrous so I don't end up getting too slow though.
Big swarm is approaching.
That's all you got, you silvery shit! Got it twice as quick, y'all! It's your major break! Let's go get some pie!
See if I can take a hit here since there's a bit of red sugar. Actually, it's probably too risky with this many guys around me. Let's not throw the run right here.
Back to hell! Think you can kill me? Well, think again!
Objective completed, miner. Get to the drop pod before it heads back to orbit.
Okay, now we can take a hit, maybe. If there's anything that can hit me. Nope. I dodged them. No! My HP. Fire rates.
I've been dreaming of something like this.
It's right there. Can we take it with us?
That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Oh, I want to hold the gold unless there's really good upgrades like fire rate or reload actually.
Surely next time will be better.
Probably too late for luck. I do like potency on those two. Sure.
Gotta have it. More options.
I don't think we're getting... Well, there's 2 levels here. And we do need to spend the nitra.
Don't mind if I do. Let's shake it up.
I don't think I'm going to take a 19 for 1 level there.
Nice.
More piercing for the Zukov and reload for
I can't
that.
get enough of this. Let me try again.
Potency...
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 1 more for gold stuff. Fire rate's good.
Best.
Only one way to rouse the dreadnought. Destroying its cocoons. Kill them all, miner.
Only gave them thought. Took out a new club. Hello and good luck. Your history.
We got supplies ready for you. Clear the landing zone of obstacles, please.
Boy, more fun. Points on it.
Headed your way, miner.
I'm not sure if there's anything... Oh, Turbo Encabulator would be amazing. Sure, we have a ton of rerolls. Ooh, Energy and Encabulator. We have almost all of them. We can get 1 more level there, and then we would be missing only 1 of them. So let's go with this. And there's the second one for that. Another debuff. So we ended up with 391% global damage, 273% reload speed. 0 status damage except for the chemist kit. But we did get a lot of global damage from these 3. And we attack very fast with fire rate, reload, reload. Plus stacking fire rate and reload on the upgrades. But we were mainly going for weapon damage, utilizing the debuff portion of the status effects. Oh yeah, good thing I cleared out most of the level because my mining is extremely slow now. Pretty good debuffing considering 0 status damage. Or rather, pretty good dot damage considering I don't have any dot damage, I meant to say. Kind of hard to hit the ranged one. We'll just make them heal over and over until they run out of juice. Really stack up those damage numbers with all the healing, you know? Yeah, that is one bad thing about the double back shot on the Subata. It's extremely hard to use the back shot against the range guy, since if you get close enough to hit him with it, then he's running away from you. But it does give you the absolute highest maximum damage on anything you can line all of the debuffs up on. I think we got some pretty nice damage artifacts. We ended up with 18 piercing to apply a ton of debuffs, no legendaries, but a good amount of purples and blues. I think that is all of the overclocks I would want the most on that. I'm not sure if that or the double clip size is better. Probably all the stuff we want there. We could go the fire rate and reload speed on that as well. Not sure. I think that's probably pretty good when you have a very high fire rate, but I'm not 100% on that. And then we got a good amount of the electrical and acid global upgrades with some extra potency, and both of those fully apply to everything on the Nishanka since they go based on the tags on the weapon, I believe. So that is very potent, some nice debuffs, and then we have a triple elemental Nova on it with some extra crowd control.
Congratulations. One less dreadnought to worry about. Management sends their regards.
I guess I'll try and do a quick calculation assuming that the Nishanka is half and half. Wait, no, there's 3... I would have to remove the cold, so that would be about 17. So I'm going to assume each of the dot elements is about 8.5 million. That's not going to be 100% correct, but it'll be okay for some quick maths, I think. So that would be about 46, 60. So we had 68 electrical dots, even though I wasn't scaling it all other than global increases like over here and a little bit on the Chemiskit. That's crazy. The electrical dot is tiny and it did more than the weapon damage. Although it was buffing everything, that's just the electrical portion. So for acid, this would be 8.5. This would be about 37. So we had about 18.5 acid dot, I think. But that's a big damage taken increase. The burn on that did 135k, but that came pretty late, and we had no status damage. Not too bad. Oh, stacks. 10.4 million and 6 million there. Not too bad. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.